18 WJTS Sports presents the Jasper Wildcats versus the Evansville North Huskies. This game's brought to you by DuBois County Tire and Supply, McDonald's, Carpet Warehouse, Eubler & Sons, Mariners Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, and Westside Dairy Queen. Now let's go down to the court.
Welcome to Evansville North High School. Tonight the Jasper Wildcats are on the road in Evansville, Indiana against the Evansville North Huskies. The Wildcats 9-1 on the season after their win last night over Vincennes, and they take on a North team that is 4-6. Hello everybody, I'm Craig Schneider along with Jason Stamm and Jeremy Markos on the video. And Jason, this is a North team that actually started 4-2 on the season, but since then they've lost 4 straight, including a conference loss to Evansville Mater Dei. They currently sit 0-2 in the conference, where Jasper's 5-0 and atop the SIAC. But it's a North team that's it's got some players and guys that can score. Ryan Cadle's their leading scorer at 12.6 per game. Cameron Gelhausen averages 12.3. Matthew Bunnell is their top 3-point shooter. He's shooting 38%, and he popped for 18 points in a win over Hammond Central. So again, it's just another conference game that the Wildcats going to have to be ready for tonight.
Yeah, you're right. Obviously there's a little bit of difference between the way we're ready to play tonight and the way they are. They haven't played since December 29th was their last game, so they've had some time off. They've been struggling a little bit this year, so they may have used that time off to practice and to try to get better. Where we've played twice this week already in Wrights Tuesday night and then last night. So, they're going to have fresh legs. Ours may be a little dead, but, these are 16, 17, 18-year-old kids, so it shouldn't make much difference. So, it's imperative that, tonight especially on the road and everything, that we get off to a good start here in the first quarter. And like we've talked the last couple nights, our defense is what has been our strong point this year. So, we need to get after it here on defense tonight.
Yeah, the Wildcats held Vincennes to just 29 points. It was a Vincennes team that had some players out as well and some younger players that had to kind of step up last night, but the Wildcats pretty well dominated that basketball game. So we are underway here, and the Wildcats, again, without Tanner Ernie tonight. So Mooney will start along with Grant Young, Connor Foley, Gus Heichelbeck, and Jack Albrand again getting the start. He had a nice night last night, popping 2 3-pointers and giving an 8-point effort in his first start of the year.
Yeah, North starts out in a man-to-man, so we'll see how that, plays out for us.
And the Huskies out there with Matthew Burnell's number 1, Aiden Blackford's 22, 23 is Mason Wicks, and the shot is up and in for Gus, so it's a good start for him tonight. Give the Wildcats an early 2-0 lead. Other starters for North include Ryan Cadle, number 30, and Cameron Gelhausen is number 33.
Got by with a walk there, I thought.
And it's a dribble right through, and coming back out is Blackford with the basketball. Gives it up there to Gelhausen. He'll drive off the glass and puts it up and in. So ties this ball game at 2 with 6:54 just underway, a minute into this battle between two Southern Indiana Athletic Conference teams here down here in Evansville, Indiana. There's a drive to the lane by Mundi, and it goes in and out. Pop back up there, does not go, and Foley, I think, is going to pick up the foul.
Yeah, I believe so. He was aggressive going after a loose ball and just kind of his body got in the way. His arm got the ball knocked away, but I think with his body he bumped into the guy.
Now, actually, North played in the holiday tournament up in Lebanon, Indiana. Took on Lebanon, lost that game, and then Gary 21st Century and New Palestine. So they went 0-3 there, but again, probably some pretty good competition up in that tournament up there.
Yeah, I'm probably sure there was, and teams do that. They go, you don't really care about the wins and losses, and when you go to play in tournaments like that, you want to play good competition. And teams you don't play normally.
Right.
There's no way they would play those teams on a regular basis, so that part's nice.
All right, so a drive to the basket there by Wicks. Now makes a little spin move and can't get the shot to go, so we're still at 2-2 in the ball game here. 6:06 to go here, first quarter action. Allbrand feeds down low into Gus, so Gus gets that one blocked, though. Nice defensive play there to recover. Is Cameron Gelhausen, number 33 for the Huskies.
But Gus there again, he shot that with his back to the basket instead of squaring up to the basket and going up strong. He's got to get in better position to shoot that.
So Foley takes the inbound there. He is picked up by Wicks, number 23. Gus extends out, then is able to feed Young, who had a really nice night, hitting 4 3-pointers, scoring 12 points for the Cats. But Mooney sees the opening, and the roll does not go for him. So the Cats come up short on their third possession there, and a quick shot up, and does not roll for Cadle. And there's a drive by Allbrand, so the pace is picking up the last few possessions for both these teams. Drive to the lane there for Gelhausen, and he's able to find it off the glass, so he's got 4 points.
Gelhausen's a nice player. I mean, he's their second leading scorer on the team, but I'm not so sure that he may not be the best player on their team. He's been playing for a couple years, so he's the one I would definitely kind of pay attention to tonight.
Right.
We need to move. We're standing around too much on offense. The guy with the ball's just, he has nowhere to throw it because guys aren't moving.
Yeah, especially down low. It seems like Foley and Gus have been stationary. Gus sets a nice screen there, though. Foley gets down the blocks. Nice spin move, and he goes straight up, and he gets the shot to go up and in. It looked like he was thinking about dunking it there. But
well, I think he thought about it, and then he kind of got hit with the body.
All right, so his momentum puts the shot up and in, draws the contact there, so that's going to be the first foul called on Cameron Gelhausen. So Connor with a nice touch there on that foul shot gives the Wildcats a 5-4 lead.
One thing I think we got to improve on tonight is our free throw shooting from last night. You know, obviously last night it didn't play into the outcome of the game, but tonight it could.
All right, so Blackford comes off the screen there. Pulls up for a mid-range, way short on the shot, though. Rebound comes down to Burnell. So we'll see how they try to set him up, because this team averages about 20 three-point shots per game, but it's all coming down low with Mason Wicks getting a bucket there.
Yeah, so far they haven't been settling for the outside three.
So that might be one adjustment that they made. Shooting about 30%. Burnell is their leading three-point shooter at 38% from the field. Gus makes a move down low, and it just clings right up there, and that will be alternating possession. I think Jasper will get the basketball here.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
So 3:39 on the clock here, first quarter action. Jasper trails by 1, 6-5.
I don't think that's right. I don't mean to cut you off, but we got the opening tip, I think.
Yeah. All right, so it will go to North here.
Yeah, they had a little bit of a confusion there, I think. I don't know if they didn't have the arrow. We can't see the arrow down here, but
Probably just didn't.
They didn't reset it. Yeah.
Bradley looking to check in for the Wildcats here at the next stop. Cato will drive to the lane, kicks out. Gelhausen feeds to the corner there. Drive baseline. He tries to hand it off right into the face of Wicks, but Cats recover, and Foley's going to count the basket. Yes. And he draws the contact.
The bigger thing there is that's the second foul on Cameron Gelhausen.
Yeah.
So
we had 2 quick buckets to start this ball game for North. So Foley hits the shot there. I think they got the scoreboard.
Yeah, that's not right.
Right. They put the score for North, I think, there. All right, so Foley's free throw this time doesn't go, so Jasper with a 7-6 lead. Three-point shot was quick there by Braden Hebner, who's just checked in for North.
Spencer Englert and Bradley checked in for Jasper.
All right, so Jasper will hang on there as the ball went out of bounds on the Huskies. 2:56 on the clock as we inbound. Mundi finds the shot there on the mid-range. He's really showing his range overall, obviously hitting some three-pointers this year, but he's been able to hit that mid-range shot as well. A little quickness and nice move there put on by Huebner, but
yeah, Bradley's going to have a hard time guarding him if he's going to. I don't know if he got off on a switch there or what happened, but Bradley's going to have a hard time guarding him.
9-8's our score. Feed down low, Foley can't get the shot to go. Here come the Huskies the other way with 2:16 on the clock here in the first quarter, trailing by 1. Feed down low into Wicks. Now he kicks out for the three-pointer that does not go for Cadle. Young finds an opening down low, but can't get the shot to go. So here come the Huskies the other way with a chance to take the lead. And we got a travel over there, so Gus is going to check back in. Connor's going to sit. Minute 42 on the clock here in the first quarter. Jasper with a 1-point lead. Engler tries to feed it down into Mundi. He's able to recover that. That pass was a little to his left, but Mundi recovers quickly and puts it up and in for a score and a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, we got lucky there because it wasn't a very good pass, and we did a good job of corralling it and then getting a shot off, too.
Well, you got to credit Mundi with really good hands and quick play to get that shot up and in. So he will shoot the free throw and pops that one. So a three-point play here, there, and Mundi's going to sit down. Albrandt's going to come in. So Jasper now with a three-point play leads 12-8. Blackford, Bradley guarding him, so he attacks to the lane but can't get the shot to go. Albrandt comes down with a rebound, and that's going to be a foul on Wicks.
The personal foul on 23, Mason Wicks, is first personal, team's fourth.
All right, so 4 fouls have been called on the North Huskies with 1:03 to go here. Jasper will bring it up. 4-point lead. Grant Young drives now. It's cut off on the baseline and actually steps right out of bounds.
Yep.
So he ran out of space there, so a turnover for the Wildcats.
It's a tough place to dribble and then pick your dribble up onto the baseline like that because you got an extra defender there.
You just see a lot of times, I mean, even in college games where guards will just attack that lane, get into really no man's land and get into trouble down there and have nowhere to go. And he just ran out of space there. So the Huskies, that's actually going to be a foul on Grant Young as he tried to pick the pocket of number 22, Aiden Blackford. So just the second team foul on the Wildcats, first one on Grant.
Referees seem to be calling it a little bit closer tonight than the last couple of games, I think.
Yeah.
The Wrights game and last night against Vincennes also.
Right.
So.
Yeah, especially in that first half, they hardly called anything in the Wrights game.
Yeah, so, you know, it's going to be a little bit of a switch for us because we've gotten by with some things, and now tonight you may not be able to do the exact same things you were doing in the past.
Right. All right, so Blackford with the ball. 10 seconds. Gives it up. Ryan Cadle gets the ball knocked away from him, so now he gets a chance for a shot, but does not go. So the Cats are able to knock it away there. Holds North to just 8 points. Jasper with 12, and we'll take our first break here on 18 WJTS. All right, we're set for the second quarter. The Jasper Wildcats will have the basketball out with a 12-8 lead. Moondy led the Wildcats with 5, along with Foley had 5. Gus Heichelbeck had a bucket as well. So the Cats out there with their starting lineup, it looks like. Number 11's in for the Huskies. There's a battle between Foley, and they're going to call Foley for the travel as Mason Wicks held his ground there, and Foley couldn't get a good look.
Yeah, he should have got rid of it. You know, he didn't have anything, and if you don't have anything, get rid of it.
Right.
You know, and look to get the ball back. Pass it back out, repost, and look to get the ball back in there.
So number 11, that's Jules Haley, who's checked in for the Huskies. Hands it off there, so Blackford works against Foley, comes off the screen, pulls up for the mid-range jumper, and he pops one. So Blackford, first 2 points for him, makes it a 2-point game, 12-10. And that's going to be a foul on the floor there on Blackford. So fouls picking up for North. That's their 5th. 2 have been whistled on the Wildcats so far. Foley ended up calling a travel there.
Well, he kind of passed it to himself.
Oh, okay. I think he was wanting to feed Gus. And
he did, and he let go of it, and then he went and caught it again. And you can't do that.
I thought when the ball went up, and maybe it was tipped. But
yeah, no, I think he kind of went to pass it, kind of let go, and then caught it.
All right, so North with a chance to tie or take the lead, but an easy drive to the basket. Cannot hit the reverse layup, though. It's Blackford. Allbrand with the shot fake. Now he'll dribble back out. Wide open shot is going to be short there for Moondy.
Again, he was about a step out of his normal range.
Yeah. Offensive foul, though, called over here. So Haley tried to attack the basket there.
Offensive foul, North, 11, Jules Haley, his first personal.
All right, so 16 foul now on North. So key with that, though, is the Jasper's going to have to pop those free throws once they get to the line. Right now, they're 2 of 3. But yet to score here in this second quarter. We're a minute and a half into it. Gus with the lob into Foley. Foley. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. They're going to say that Wicks hit it last. Cats run their inbound play. Tough time. He's going to have to throw it all the way out to Young to get it in. Moondy with it. And there's quick hands there and a steal. Should be an easy layup the other way for Haley. So Jules Haley with a steal and a bucket there. So that ties this basketball game at 12.
That's a mismatch that we've got to take advantage of. Haley's trying to guard Gus, and Haley goes 5'11".
Yeah.
So, I mean, Gus has got height, he's got girth, he's got everything on him. We got to get the ball in there to Gus.
Allbrand finds Foley, but Foley got spun around there and can't get it. Gus gets the rebound. Shot is blocked there by number 23, Wicks, but Cats still with it, and now it falls into the hands of North.
We got to slow down. I mean, we're playing way out of control.
Cornell from way out. Pop that from the Evansville North Husky on that right side over there. And North with a 7-0 run to start this second quarter, and John Gable's had enough of that, so he calls a timeout. We'll take a break. North leads the Wildcats 15-12 here on 18 WJTS. John Gable against Jason Roach. Roach, who coached at Pike Central before coming over to North. This is his 5th season with the Evansville North Huskies. John Gable in his 15th year at Jasper. And John Gable had to call a timeout there as North has run off 7 quick points here, and Cats looking for their first score of the second quarter. Now trailing by 3, 15-12 as they get into their offense. Oh, man.
He needs the passing angle is what's wrong there. Carter caught the ball. If he takes 1 or 2 dribbles towards the baseline, he's got a nice bounce pass into him.
Right into Foley, yeah.
Yeah.
Foley had his man posted up well there, but
I mean the intent was good, but the passing angle and stuff's where the problem was.
all right, so the Huskies on the attack. A little turnaround J does not go there for Cadle. Now Connors posted up against Blackford.
So he needs to get rid of it.
You know, it's like he's getting it down low and he's just thinking of what move he can make as opposed to keeping the offense and keeping the ball moving.
He doesn't, like you said, he's thinking.
Yeah.
He needs to catch it and react.
Right.
And he's not doing that. Whereas, you know, most of this year he's done that. He's done a very good job of it. And tonight, you know, he's thinking too much.
All right, so the Huskies with a 15-12 lead, 4:21 to go here in the first half. Again, the Wildcats have not scored yet in this second quarter. They led 12-8 at the end of the first. So Huebner backs out. Albrand picking him up as they try to set up their motion offense coming off the screens down low. Feed into Wicks. He's got Gus fronted and gets the shot up, and Gus is going to commit the foul. So it's going to be the first trip to the line tonight for the Huskies. And, you know, the other thing, too, Jasper's not been able to take advantage of the foul situation because they had 6 fouls in the first quarter and haven't committed one since. So,
yeah, you're exactly right. And the other thing is North's staying in it, ahead, but staying in the game with ultimately, in my opinion, their best player on the bench.
Right. All right, so 1 of 2 on that trip there for Mason Wicks. So it's a 4-point lead now for the Huskies, 16-12. Feed down into Young, and he's able to put it up and in. So a nice job there by Albrand to find that open man. So the Cats break the ice here in the second quarter, and still just a 2-point game. Oh, there's a nice shot, and it's a 3-pointer by Haley. So he is paying dividends. 5 points off the bench tonight. 19-14.
He only averaged 3.2 a game,
right.
So he's above his average.
So aggressive defense there by Huebner all over Young, and they're going to say this is going to be a foul called on Huebner. So the Cats will be at the line here, shooting 1 and 1.
His first personal, team 7, 1 and the bonus. Jasper, every North common foul for the remainder of the half. Substitutions both teams.
All right, so Mooney's going to step to the line to shoot.
North substitution is 34, Alec Benoni. Shooting for Jasper, 15, Carter Mundy.
All right, so Carter sets up. Pops that one, so he's 2 for 2 tonight. Cats 3 of 4 so far. Second foul shot is good, so 19-16, North with the lead over the Wildcats. 3:03 to go here in the second quarter. Huebner attacks the lane. Is able to hang on to it. Feeds back out. Blackford against Bradley. Good job there by Young to pick that off. And he feeds back into Mundi. Shot up and in. So an outstanding play to make the steal and then give the ball up as Mundi was coming from behind and puts it up and in. So Carter Mundy's starting to heat up a little bit here. 2 free throws, a layup there, and another free throw will tie this basketball game at 19. And that one rolls around and goes in, so he's 4 for 4 tonight. So North Huskies took an early lead in the quarter when they had a 7-0 run to start things off, but Jasper has tied it back up, and they're going to call Young for the foul here.
The personal foul, Jasper, 21, Grant Young.
So Cato had that ball.
The team's four.
Didn't quite extend, it looked like there.
Yeah. To me, it looked like it was a clean
I thought so too.
block, but that's 2 on Young, so I'm not sure what coach will do here, whether he'll let him in there or whether he'll get a sub in for him.
All right, so Cato hits that free throw.
Substitution 23, Mason Wicks.
So he is a 73% foul shooter. As a team, they shoot 68%, which is respectable.
Not really.
Compared to a lot of teams.
I agree. I'm just saying. I mean, it's a free throw, as he made the second one too. But I mean, in high school, you're right. But it's something that
in today's world, I mean, college free throw shooting is awful too.
You should be able to.
That was good ball movement to find that open shot there. So Mooney is carrying the Wildcats right now and gives them a 1-point lead.
I can't believe that teams haven't went to a. Oh my!
Man, jumping right over the top of him was Mooney there, and
the teams haven't went into a defense against Mooney where they just nobody leaves him.
I know. Yeah.
Because when he's left open, he's dead.
I know.
Dead eye on.
Yeah.
And I'm just surprised that they don't.
He popped 2 3-pointers last night. Led the Wildcats with 15 points. So Jasper with a 1-point lead, 23-22. I'm sorry, North with a 1-point lead. Englert now works over to Gus. Young's in the corner, and he's way short on that shot, so 1:10 on the clock as North comes the other way. They lead by 1.
1 minute
So they
remains in first
leave
half.
that open shot for Huebner, and Cats are able to get the rebound. Young gets to the lane, feeds over. Now gets down to Gus in the block. Cats with a little bit better ball movement on their last couple possessions. And there's a nice block from behind by Wicks.
Gus is about like Connor tonight. When they catch the ball, they're too slow. I mean, they in the past games they've caught it and they've reacted. Tonight they're catching it and thinking about what to do, and it's given the defense time to react and get there.
All right, so the Huskies at 17 seconds will work for the last shot here. They got a 1-point lead over Jasper, 23-22. Haley makes a nice move there, and Foley blocks it, but it stays alive for North. 4 seconds. Going to get a shot here, and another block by Foley. So Foley does a nice job defensively to disrupt 2 shot attempts by North and keeps it a 1-point game. So the North Huskies 23, Jasper 22. So Jasper really struggled to start that quarter there. Again, the Huskies had a 7-0 run to take the lead, but thank God for Carter Mooney, because otherwise we wouldn't have much to show for this quarter.
Yeah, you're right. We got to do a better job on our offensive end. It just, to me, it looks like we're not in the flow like we have been, leading up to tonight. We're catching the ball. Our big guys are catching it. They're thinking about what to do instead of catching it, finding an open man, or making a move to score. On the defensive end, we've got to pick it up a little bit. The first quarter was pretty good. We held them to 8, but the second quarter we didn't fare as well, and we've got to get after it a little bit better on defense.
All right, well, we'll take a break here. Jasper trails by 1, 23-22 here on 18 WJTS. Back once again here at Evansville North. The Wildcats here at halftime, trailing the North Huskies 23-22. Quick look at the scoring. Carter Mooney carrying the Wildcats right now. It's 13 of their 22. 2 points for Grant Young, 5 points for Connor Foley, and 2 points for Gus Heichelbeck. And 6 players have scored for the Huskies. 3-pointer by Bunnell. Jules Haley came off the bench in that second quarter, popped for 5 points. 2 points for Blackford, 1 point for Wicks, 4 points for Ryan Cato. And Galehausen, number 33, has 4 points. So, yeah, Jason, it's just one of those games where it's like, you know, if Carter Mooney's not carrying us, we could be in big trouble right now.
Yeah, you're right. You know, we have to do a little bit better job, our big guys inside especially. You know, we have to improve the offense, there's no doubt.
Yes.
You know, 22 points for us in a half is not standard for us. So,
right.
You know, we have to improve on the offensive end. There's no doubt. You know, we've had some close range shots that we didn't hit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that we have been hitting. You know, you're going to have games like this, and you have to figure out what you got to do to win games. This is a great game because it's at the sectional gym.
Yes.
And it's a tight game. So
yep.
Now you just got to figure out how to win.
Right. All right. So very competitive ball game that we're experiencing here tonight. And again, North had a nice start to the second quarter to get to that lead, and there's a push called on Mason Wicks. So North had their share of fouls in the first half, and that's going to be the second one called on Wicks there. All right, the official called something here. Not sure what this is.
We have a delayed game warning on North.
Okay.
I'm not sure what they did. I wasn't paying attention, but
the player looked like he was just standing there with his feet stationary.
Unless he was over the line, the out-of-bounds line.
Okay. Well, they get the inbound play right into Young, so the Cats with a good start there. Young's got 4. Jasper gets the lead back, 24-23 to start things off here in the third quarter. So Blackford. Take a look at the Huskies. Looks like they kept their same starting lineup. And Bunnell, again, we got to be careful with him. He's their top 3-point shooter. 26 of 69 coming into tonight. He's already got 2 of them. Gives North a 2-point lead over the Wildcats here. Mooney attacks, stops. Ball does not roll in for him, though, so North comes down with the rebound. Cameron Galehausen with it. He's going to take that open 3-point shot, and Foley's able to gather the rebound for himself there. And Cats the other way, sets up a 3-pointer for Mooney. It's off to the left a little bit and goes off the top of the glass there. So, minute and a half into it, Jasper down by 2, 26-24. Mooney hit the only 3-pointer for the Wildcats in that first half. Again, they hit 11 of them against Vincennes the other night. Just not getting as many good looks tonight. Bunnell cut off in the lane there, and they're going to call the foul. That's going to go on Mooney. He said he got hit him on the side of the face is what the official says.
This is a game where we miss Tanner Ernie. I mean, we miss him all the time, but we miss him especially tonight because he's our defensive stop.
Mm-hmm.
And he would probably be guarding Bunnell, I would think. I don't know, but.
Well, there's a 3-pointer pop there by Blackford. We talked about they pop 20 per game, and now they're starting to heat up. They've hit 2 of them to start this third quarter. 29-24, Jasper down now by 5. Gus with an easy look if he can get there, but it gets blocked. So he kind of let the defense come to him.
Again, he hesitated.
So nice play by Galehausen. Now we're going the other way, and Foley disrupts that shot, but it's put back up and in by Mason Wicks. So the Huskies, 7-0 start the second quarter, and they got an 8-2 start here in this third. So we're going to take a break. Jasper trailing now by 7, 31-24 here on 18 WJTS. All right, so the Wildcats are going to inbound here, trailing by 7. And, yeah, Jason, you were just saying, I mean, this is a different North team than what we expected tonight.
Yeah, there's no doubt. You know, you look at their record at 4-6, you know. Coming into the season, you know, everybody said that North was going to be, there's a nice play that, you know, design play that we come out of a timeout, got the ball in. See, on the difference there, Connor caught that and went right up. He didn't think about, you know, what to do or anything. But, you know, back to the other discussion there, you know, we kind of thought that North was going to be one of the better top-tier teams in the SIAC this year.
Three-pointer doesn't go for Gelhausen there. So the Cats have a chance to trim it even further. And we got a foul down low. I think this is going to go on number 23, Mason Wicks.
Yeah.
But, you know, the thing is, like you said, they haven't played since December 29th, and sometimes that helps a team, sometimes it might hurt a team. I think in this case, maybe it gave them a chance to kind of regroup and, you know, maybe make some changes to the lineups and just work on some things.
Yeah, there's no doubt. You know, a team that's struggling, you know, that extra time off and that extra practice time is huge.
So Foley loses the handle, though, and it's actually kept alive. All right, you're going to tell me the guy on the baseline didn't see it better than the official in the backcourt? John Gable was right in his face about that. My goodness.
Yeah, and I couldn't tell whether the student section was in my way, but you're right. The baseline official was standing right there.
Interesting. All right, so North will have the basketball, leading by 5. Gelhausen hits this three-pointer. He missed the last one, but he pops this one. So they have hit 3 three-pointers in this third quarter, and now it's an 8-point lead. So Jasper has got to find some offense.
We got to get the ball into Gus. He's got that little number 10 or 11 guarding him 10.
Mundi attacks, draws the contact, will shoot 2.
But Gus has got that Hebner guarding him down there on the low post, and I mean he's a lot bigger and stronger, and we've got to take advantage of that when you had a mismatch like that.
All right, so Carter continues to hit his free throws tonight, 5 for 5. 14 points for him. His first points of the second half are coming right now, and he hits them both. So Jasper has been outscored 11-6 in this quarter. Trails by 6 right now. Well, they call an offensive foul here. So that was a player control foul there on Ryan Cadle.
That's 4 fouls already on North, and we are not even just a little past halfway of the third quarter. So, like you said earlier, you know, we may come down to free throws tonight.
All right, so he lobs it into Foley, and Foley goes up, but it was disrupted there, and nice defensive play by the Blackford, number 22. Now they feed it over to Gelhausen. Now he attacks, and he will draw some contact there. It'll be a foul on the Wildcats. Second foul called on the Wildcats here in the second half.
The personal foul, Jasper, number 13, Jack Albrecht.
Still a 6-point ball game, 34-28 with 3:28 to go here in the third quarter. Shot is blocked here by Foley. He's had at least 3 blocks tonight. 2 of them to end the first half. And that's going to be a nice trail job there by Blackford to block that shot by Mundi. So defense starting to pick up for both these teams. So Ryan actually pronounced Cadell according to the
PA announcer.
PA guy, so we'll take his word for it. So Ryan Cadell sits down. And the shot up there by Mundi does not go, but he'll go to the line again.
The personal foul, North.
So Mundi has 15 of the Wildcats' 28 points. It's a chance to cut this to a 4-point game. And he continues on. 3 for 3 in this quarter. So Mundy with the second one goes up and in. All right, 34-30. Haley is checked back into the ball game. He had a nice second quarter with 5 points. Nice drive and kick there, but it doesn't go for Hebner. So feed into Foley on the drive there, and Foley cannot get the ball to roll in. Kind of caught it from behind there, but amazing he actually got that shot up. There's Haley. Way misses off of everything there on an air ball. And good job there by Young to find the open man. That's Mundy. And so Jasper on a little bit of a run here to make it a 2-point game. So now North wants the timeout. We'll take our break. 34-32, 2:31 to go here on 18 WJTS. All right, so the North Huskies with a 2-point lead call a timeout there as the Wildcats have trimmed it to a 34-32 game. Haley drives, gives it to Hebner over there, and that's Mundy forcing him to back out. Jules Haley with a nice move there, and he finds an opening, and he's popping that 15-foot jump shot, so kind of created that all on his own.
He's got some quickness. You know, he's can be tough to guard and just stay with.
4-point lead for the Huskies, and we got a foul here. It's going to go, I think, on number 1, Bunnell. 36-32, North with the lead over the Wildcats with 1:53 to go here in the third period.
We'll be in the bonus before the third quarter is over the way this is going.
Mundy, nice shot there. He's just pretty well carrying Wildcats all night tonight. Got 8 points in the quarter, 21 on the game. I thought I heard a slap there. 2-point ball game, 36-34 as Galehausen attacks the lane, and Foley's going to pick up his foul.
Foley or Young, I think they could have got either one. Foley.
All right, so just the third foul on the Wildcats. 6 have been called on North.
Jasper.
Second one on Connor. At the inbound play. Haley. Grant forces him back out. Bunnell doesn't hesitate and misses badly on that 3-point shot, and actually hits one of the cheerleaders over there, and so the Wildcats will have it.
Substitutions, both teams.
All right, so Bradley's going to check in for Gus here with 1:12 to go. Jasper's trailing by 2, so has a chance to tie or take a lead here. 3-point shot has not really been there for the Wildcats at all tonight. Mundy's hit the only one. Coming up on a minute to go here in the third quarter. Bradley sets a screen there, now extends out. Mundy sees the opening, and that's a nice defensive play there by number 23, Wicks, but Mundy hangs on. Down to 41 seconds in the quarter. Now Galehausen picks up Mundy. Grant Young drives down to the baseline. And wide open shot for Young. He popped 4 of them last night, and he hits a big one there for the Wildcats to give him a 1-point lead. Grant Young, 7 points. 37-36, Jasper. Down to 11 seconds. So give it back to Haley. He's going to drive to the right there, down to 4 seconds. Ball gets knocked away, and Mundy picks up a loose ball foul.
The personal foul, Jasper, number 15.
So that's a 4th foul on the Wildcats. Mundy's 2nd personal foul. 1.9 on the clock, and actually North wants to call a quick timeout here. All right, so we'll take a quick one. 36 37-36, Jasper with a 1-point lead on 18 WJTS. All right, so the Huskies trying to design a play here. We have 1.9 on the clock, so it's basically going to be a catch-and-shoot situation. They run and get it to Haley. Haley gets the shot off, and if it banks off, but it does not, so. All right, so the Wildcats down by 8 at 1 point in the quarter. Battle back to make it a 1-point lead, 37-36 as we go to the fourth here on 18 WJTS. Carter Mooney leads the Wildcats with 21 points, has scored 21 of their 37. And only 4 Wildcats have scored tonight. So need to try to pick it up and spread this out a little bit, as they're bringing a key on Mooney quite a bit here in this fourth quarter. All right, so the Huskies work a screen there for Gelhausen, and he gives it up. Blackford drives to the lane. Gelhausen now has it, attacks the lane, and he gets an easy layup on the right side. So Cameron Gelhausen, 6 points in the ball game tonight. Gives North the lead back, 38-37. Gus sets a screen there for Grant Young. Now he dribbles and double team down low and is able to get it back out. And there's just kind of a baited pass there and stolen by Blackford. And he's able to get it to Cadell, and he puts it up and in.
Can't make mistakes in a game like this on errant passes like that. I mean, it was not a good pass.
Well, it's just been, we've allowed them to get off to quick starts in the last 3 quarters. Outscored the Wildcats 7-0 to start that second quarter, and 8-2 to start the third, and now it's a 4-0 start, but Connor's able to get the rebound there. 3-point lead for the North Huskies.
We need to stay within our offense.
Foley with a nice little spin move there, so he is able to get around Wicks.
So the difference was there, he caught it and he made a quick move. Didn't give the defense time to double down or triple down and try to stop him.
So Foley has 9 for the Wildcats. It's a 1-point game. Huskies.
That's a foul on Gus.
All right, so Gus is going to pick up the personal foul there. 5th foul on the Wildcats, so they're starting to pick up a little bit here.
His second personal, the team's 5th.
Gus has been called for 2 as Gelhausen attacks. And he's able to gather himself.
It's too easy.
Yeah.
It's too easy. He can't get to the basket that easy without somebody stopping him.
So he's got 4 points in the quarter, and it's a 3-point lead for the Huskies. And cannot roll there for Carter Mundy. Huskies can extend to 5 or 6 here. So Wicks surveys the floor, comes off the screen there and gives it up. Cadell on the right side now. Comes back, and guess he didn't lose his dribble there, I was going to say.
Yeah, I don't know either what that was kind of an odd play. Let's just call it that.
Lost his footing. Well, but then a wide open jumper there for Blackford, so they're starting to pop that shot. They have outscored the Wildcats to start this fourth quarter, 8-2, just like the third.
We need to do a better job on the offensive end. Just settle down, run our offense, get a good shot out of it.
Jasper trails by 5. Feeds down to Foley. Feeds over to the corner. Grant didn't have the shot there. Now he's going to drive baseline. Cut off. Mooney in the corner. Albrand goes to his left and comes back out. So North not giving the Wildcats any good looks here, and it goes off Foley, and Jasper turns the ball over there. So
we didn't get the pass into Connor when he was open. He was open, and Gus looked at him, but he was about a second late on getting the ball to him and to give the defense time to recover.
All right, so the Wildcats trailing by 5, 44-39. Huskies lead. Dribble drive there and kick back out. Halfway through the fourth quarter now. Huskies have outscored the Wildcats 8-2. Wicks. And he is called for travel, so the Wildcats were able to double team him once he got to that spot, and he lost his footing there. Five-point lead for the North Huskies as Jasper with 3:51 on the clock here, and the ball gets knocked away, so good defensive play there by number 10, Huebner. So now the Huskies are just going to try to gather themselves here, leading by 5.
Oh, they missed him on a back cut. Foley lost his guy.
Blackford drives there, now feeds to the corner. That's wide open for Galehausen. Way short, though, on the shot. There's a block shot there by Mundi, or on Mundi. Actually, it was number 23, Wicks, who blocked it there. So Cats not getting very good looks at all here in this fourth quarter. So the Huskies in control right now, up by 5.
Missed him again. That's twice that they've done that same play. It was on the other side the last time.
They feed to the corner again. This time Galehausen short again. Young had to hesitate there as he saw Wicks coming at him. Now Galehausen comes, and he slams it the other way. So that really fires up this crowd, and John Gable has got to stop this.
Actually, North called that timeout.
Oh, North did? Oh,
yeah,
wow, okay.
Yeah.
All right, regardless, though, North on a 10-2 run here to start this fourth quarter, and they now lead by 7 here on 18 WJTS. All right, so Cameron Galehausen with a big dunk there, and he has got 6 of their 10 points here in the quarter. Actually leads their team with 13 points.
Yeah, and he sat out almost the whole first half. That was a good thing.
All right, so Foley gets down low, and he draws some contact. He'll shoot 2.
That wasn't a bad move, though. Again, he caught it. He felt the guy behind him. They didn't double or triple team down low, and he made that spin move and got to the basket. Now he's got to convert this.
All right, so Connor's able to hit the first free throw. So he's got all 3 points for the Wildcats here in this fourth quarter. 10 on the ball game. Cadell comes in. All right, so Mason Wicks, who has really given the Huskies quite a spark, especially defensively in this fourth quarter. And Connor, 2 big free throws for the Wildcats.
You know, one thing we haven't talked about tonight either, Craig, is North plays like 7 seniors. You know, and in a close game like this, that's a big point.
Right.
You know, you've got guys out there that have been through the war. They've been through these, you know, games like this before where, you know, Jasper's got a lot of guys out there that are younger, you know. I mean, we say they're seniors. That doesn't mean that they've, you know, played a lot, but they're older.
Yeah, and a little more mature, obviously.
Yeah.
All right, so Haley dribbles through the screen there, and actually it's going to be a foul again called on the Wildcats, so they whistled Spencer Engler for that last one. Now this one is going to be called on Albram.
One thing tonight is, and I've noticed, is we're reaching a lot more on defense. We're not moving our feet. We're not getting in position so that we don't have to reach. We don't move our feet and get there. And so then we have to reach in with our hands. Oh boy.
Ooh, Haley banked that one in.
You could see that was going to be a brick, but
I was just going to say he's 0 for 3 from the foul line this year, and
well, maybe that's what he needs to do all the time is bank them in.
that's right, play a little pop-a shot there. Second foul shot is short, so they get 1 of 2 there. And John Gable calls a quick timeout. He's going to call a full one. So we'll take a break here. It's a 6-point game, 47-41. Jasper trails here on 18 WJTS. All right, got 1 minute, 47 seconds to go. The Jasper Wildcats trail by 6. So their undefeated record in the conference is in jeopardy here. Mundi gets to the spot, but boy, just misses the point-blank layup.
Yeah, we did there. I mean, he
kind of hesitated there going up.
I think he was looking for the foul, looking to get a three-point play out of it.
And the Huskies right here just want to play keep away. Minute 20 now. They up or have a 6-point lead. And there's going to be a foul there. So luckily for the Wildcats, because down low was Brunell wide open.
Hebner's going to go to the line.
So again, we mentioned they're a 68% foul shooting team. Stepping up right now is number 10, Hebner. And he is 79%, 15 of 19 on the year. And gets the roll there.
Yeah, he did. That hit the front of the rim. We were talking about all these older players playing for him. Hebner's only a sophomore, so pretty sure it's probably his first year playing varsity basketball.
So good touch on both foul shots to roll in. Cats in big trouble here, down by 8.
Yeah, and Hebner's face guarding Mundi.
Oh man, he got away with a walk there, but way short on the shot is Young. And 58-57 seconds, Brunell's going to go to the line. He shoots 64%.
The personal foul, Jasper, number 13, Jack Albrand, his 4th personal, the team's 9th. Still 1 and the bonus free throws for North One.
So the Wildcats led by 1 going into this 4th quarter. And they've been outscored 13-4. Three-pointer doesn't go for Young. All right, so they're going to call Albrand, nope, actually Mundi for the foul.
I think it was a take your pick as to whoever you wanted there.
2 free throws for North, every Jasper common foul.
All right, so now it's double bonus for the North Huskies as Aiden Blackford's going to step up.
22, Aiden Blackford.
And he's an 82% foul shooter, so their top foul shooters have been getting on the line here. And he pops that one. So Blackford's got 8 points in the ball game. And 2 big ones there. So they, down the stretch here, hit 5 of 6 free throws. Now leading double figures by 10. And Mundi again gets another shot disrupted.
Travel.
And they're actually going to call a travel there. You're right, on number 23, Wicks.
3 Evansville North players got the rebound. They kind of knocked each other over. So we get a break there, but maybe a little bit too late. But
so Jasper trails by 10 here as the inbound comes into Gus. 38 seconds, it's ticking away. Gus is going to launch a 3, and he pops it. So a big one there to make it interesting at this point, to make it a 7-point game with 32 seconds to go. It's actually Gus's first 3-point shot he's hit all year.
Probably the toughest one he's taken all year, too, and he hit it.
Kind of fading away there, so. All right, so the situation here, the Wildcats with 10 fouls, so it's double bonus time for North. They have hit 5 of 6 free throws down the stretch here to build this lead. And 2 timeouts, actually 1 timeout now left for the Wildcats.
Basically here you've got to go, you go for the steal initially, and if you don't get the steal right away, you've got to foul.
Right.
There's no doubt. But you don't want to foul before the ball's thrown in bounds yet, I don't think. I think you try to get the steal. Or get a 5-second call, either one.
Yeah, you're just in a situation with 32 seconds here. It's just a matter of luck, and you got to make shots, you know.
Yeah, and you got to watch the going long. They're actually doing us a favor starting guys at half court, in my opinion. But I mean, I'd start everybody at the free throw line and take off.
All right, so they do inbound into Huebner there.
That's who I would go after, being a sophomore.
Foley looked like he cleanly knocked that ball away, but they call the foul.
The personal foul, Jasper, 45.
So Connor picks up the personal foul there. It's his third.
Number 10.
All right.
The two-shot thing is big because there's no pressure on that first one because you know you're going to get the second one.
Yeah.
So that's huge right here.
So they continue to close out this basketball game by hitting these free throws. So 4 for 4 for Braden Hebner at the line. So a couple substitution there as Brunel comes out and they bring in Wicks. Young drives, cannot get it to go. He's got a wide open man down court, and that's Gelhausen. If he can get by his one man, he does. And he gets the shot to go up and in. So Cameron Gelhausen, 8 points in this fourth quarter. Gus launches another three, hits nothing but the bottom of the net, but it doesn't go through. And Jasper is going to lose their first conference game tonight in decisive fashion as North carries this fourth quarter and wins 55-44.
Off now.
Right.
We're off all week. Next week, off Friday. Come back and play Washington at home on Saturday night.
Yeah.
So the coaches will have some time to regroup the guys and work on some things this week in practice. If Coach comes up here in a little bit to talk, I'm sure they'll enlighten you with some things that, they thought that they didn't do tonight that they should have been doing, that they had worked on.
Yeah.
But, it's not the end of the world to lose tonight.
Yeah.
As long as, my philosophy on that is if you learn from your mistakes you made tonight and don't make them again moving forward in the season, it's okay.
Right.
Tonight didn't do anything but other than give you a 2 on the loss side of the column. So you just have to regroup and come out ready to play again.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think, just like you said, it was a situation where, again, 3 games in the last 5 days for the Jasper Wildcats versus a team that's not played in 2 weeks, So obviously you get down to that fourth quarter, which is crucial, and where conditioning and all that comes into play. You got fresh legs on one team that are running up and down the court, and the Wildcats, I think, were a little rusty there. And they just picked it up defensively. Carter Mooney with 21 points through 3 quarters, he couldn't even get a shot off hardly, and if he did, it was pretty well stuffed down his throat,
Yeah.
So,
and here's the thing, too. On top of the conditioning part of that, North had 2 weeks to prepare for us, to watch film, to prepare for us.
Yes.
We didn't.
Yeah.
We played
could have scouted all those 2 games before.
I'm sure that I guarantee you they were at Wrights Tuesday night when we played there. They were probably up at Jasper last night.
Right.
So they had ample time to prepare for what we do. We didn't have that time to prepare for them because we had Vincennes last night.
Yeah.
So, we don't want to sit here and make it sound like we're making excuses that we got beat tonight.
Right.
We got beat on the floor because they executed better than what we did.
Yes.
But these are just some points that, from our perspective that I see that, play into the outcome of the game sometimes.
Exactly. Okay. All right, well, I'll tell you what, we'll take a break here and hopefully get one of the coaches up here to give us their perspective in this Wildcat defeat tonight. So Jasper falls to North 55-44. We'll be back after this here on 18 WJTS. All right, we're back once again here, and we've got Jason Albrand to discuss this 55-44 defeat of the Jasper Wildcats tonight. I saw you talking down to Phil Kendall down there, explaining a couple things. What was that all about?
Well, I thought, 41 points is not a lot of points. You're not going to win many games scoring that many points. So we looked at the stats. I think we had this for 20 missed shots from the volleyball line to the end line in the paint.
Wow.
I thought we had a lot of good looks. We just their length, I think, bothered us some.
Right.
I think they were physical in there, and I give them credit. But we thought, we'll go back and look on film. It looked like we had a lot of good looks, and it was everybody. Mm-hmm. There were a lot of we missed shots in transition and layups. We missed post moves. We missed a lot of shots, I thought,
right.
And that really were enough to win this game by maybe 10 or 12 points.
Yeah. Is it a case of 3 games in 5 days versus 2-week layoff?
You don't want to make excuses, but it's our 3rd game in 5 days and their first.
Right.
On their floor, and so I think they came out with a little bit more energy than we had, and
especially in that 4.
I think that and we were a player down,
mm-hmm.
With Tanner not here these last couple of games, and so we had a shorter bench, and so I think that plays a part of it, no doubt about it. But we don't want to make excuses, but
right.
I think there's something to it. I think that's why we weren't as sharp finishing inside. You
right.
get a little heavy-legged, and you don't finish as like we've been doing, and so you get that many shots inside. I think we only shot 12 free throws. And so, our goal when we get the ball in there is either, worst case, we're shooting free throws. Ideally, like to get it. And we had a few N1s in the first half. But I thought that we I thought we were a little stagnant moving offensively. And all that probably comes into play in 3 games in 5 days. But, come tournament time, you got to do that. So,
well,
we've got to learn from it.
From my look there in that 4th quarter, they really stepped it up defensively because, Carter Mooney wasn't able to get any shots off or their stuff right down.
Yeah, you're right. Obviously they're going to pay attention to him, and rightfully so. And that's where we got to do a better job of getting some more stuff designed for him, and he's got to do a better job when there's 2 guys on him or somebody open.
Right.
There's a fine line there,
exactly.
And so it's a learning process. And the more he scores, the less of a secret he's going to be. And
mm-hmm.
when people watch film and coaches talk, and so it's going to be something he's going to see the rest of the year. So, he's going to have to understand we got to get better as a staff. And we've got a lot of things we've not put in yet. We've got so we've got work to do, and we've got time to do it. So, it's a disappointing loss, and you know, when you're undefeated in the conference and all the Twitter wars out there,
Right.
you get a little, you know, target on your back, and we're taking everybody's best shot, you know. And so I thought North came out tonight and played extremely hard, and we'd seen them a few times and didn't quite see the effort in those games that we saw tonight. So you know, give them all the credit in the world, no doubt about it.
Right.
So you know, we're going to learn from it. There's nothing that, you know, we can't accomplish that we set out in the beginning of the year, and hopefully you learn from this loss and you get better.
Well, I got a question for you. When Foley or Gus get the ball down low, and you know, it just seemed like Jason was saying earlier, it seemed like that they're thinking too much as opposed to the ball's not there, the play's not there, kick it back out.
And there
you want to see more of that?
Well, we've got them. I thought early in the year we did a nice job of instead slowing them down. Sometimes those guys get their feet going and they just make a decision. It's like let's pause for a second, gather yourself. Right. But the disappointing thing was the other four guys were watching. Like it was a one-on-one game, you know, and so we got to get better movement away from the ball. You know, how are they doubling the post? And whose guy's doubling? That guy's got to cut to the rim. Somebody's got to fill for a kick out. And they've got to get better recognizing it's not here.
Yes.
Kick it out, reverse the ball. Let's live another day on the second, third, fourth side, and you're going to get it again. So it's not like we're not, you know, we have a lot of kids who will feed the post. You know, we don't have a selfish team, so you're going to get the ball back. So they've got to make better decisions. We've got to do a better job of moving. You know, you're easy to guard when you're standing. And so we did, I thought, a poor job offensively when the ball got in the first half. And we talked about it at halftime. We got four guys just taking a break. Yeah. And, you know, we're not that good down there to say, hey, we don't have a 6'10" All-American. Right. And so we got to help give him support, and he's got to learn how to read when to kick it and when to finish.
Right. Well, we're still in a really good situation with the conference. I mean, 5-1. I mean, we played 6 conference games. We got 3 left, and we're still in really good shape there.
Yeah, you know, obviously you want to win the conference. And so everybody has got at least one loss now, I believe. And so now you need help. You know, we've got to do our part. We've got to go to Harrison yet, and we got Castle and Mater Dei at home. So we got 3 left. I think we played more conference games by 2 than anybody else as well. We played 4 in a row here. So it's been a lot of tough stretch, and if you would have, you know, asked anybody 2 weeks ago if you're 3-1 after this next stretch, would you take that? And you want to win, but more importantly, we want to make sure we're getting better. You know, we got to make sure that we've got to get, you know, defensively once again. You know, they got a lot of free throws late, but I thought for the most part defensively we did a good enough job to win the game. Right. You know, you had a team on their home floor, 23 points at half. Had the lead going in the fourth quarter by, I think it was 39-38 or 38-37. Yeah. Right. And so defensively, I thought we gave a good effort. We just got to make sure we're getting better offensively, so our defense, you know, we get rewarded by playing hard and we come out on top.
Yeah. Well, you get a week to catch your breath there.
Yeah, it'll be nice. Yeah, it will be real nice. It's been a long week. School starting back and getting back in the routine, so we don't play Friday night. That was the Boston game, I believe, originally got moved because they were in a tournament. Yeah. So it'll be nice having that extra day to rest and prepare, and hopefully we can put a few things in this week and get everybody back and healthy. You know, fingers crossed right now with, you know, this kind of running rampant, the virus through the communities, and so you hope everybody, we lost Tanner for the last few games. I think he's back Monday at practice, so that'll be nice. And you hate to – that was one of the things last year that really hurt us is we were inexperienced to begin with, and then it's like you could never put anything in because every day there was 3 guys out. And it's like you just never could take a step forward. So hopefully everybody stays healthy and we get everybody in there and we can keep progressing and heading in the right direction.
All right. Well, get on the road, buddy.
Yeah. Thank you for the rest of
it.
your weekend. See you.
All right. So Jason Albrand, thank you for that time to share with us. And tough situation when the Wildcats fall to the North Huskies 55-44. So we'll take a quick look at the scoring here. Huskies were led by Cameron Galehausen. He had a lot of energy, especially there in that fourth quarter, scoring 8 of his 13. Check out his 15 points. So he scores 15 to lead them. They had 9 points for Aiden Blackford, 8 points for Jules Haley. And for the Wildcats, just 4 players have scored tonight, and that was 21 points by Carter Moondy. Did not score in the fourth as they shut him down. Foley finishes with 11, 7 points for Grant Young, and 5 points for Gus Heichelbeck. So the Wildcats will have a week off until they play again next Saturday night. They will be at home against the Washington Hatchets. And so they drop to 9-2 on the season and 5-1 in the SIAC Conference. North improves actually gets their first conference win. They're now 1-2, and the regular season record now 5-6. So for Jason Stamm and Jeremy Markos on the video, Jasper falls to North 55-44 here on 18 WJTS. Good night.